just know that when I came to, I belonged here. I would go to the supermarket where dusty aisles were filled with the correct amount of food. I remember a dead man outside, how the crows picked at his leftover parts, taking what they needed and then flying away. And no one thought to stop, to tell the story of the morning he took them to the airport, even though it was 6 a.m. and what that meant. Have you ever seen ants walk over each other's bodies? They escort food to a more centralized location and then fall into a toilet or under a sandal. And ants don't burn candles or negotiate with pheromones. They just walk away. And that was who we were. I would see Lorraine at the tire shop, nod, and then we would drive to our own homes, which we shared as a means of reproduction. We didn't have a reason to be here. We were here. Who needed convincing? What was there to fear? Death? What was the difference? But then, one morning, before sunrise, it showed up in the middle of town, black, with 90 or so polished black and white parts, smoother than anything we had ever imagined. It looked like it would make an uncomfortable couch. Beside it was a man in a white tuxedo with black trimming and shiny black loafers. I said, "What is that?" He said, "It's curiosity. It means that you want to know something that you don't know already." I said, "Well, what is that?" He said, "A piano." I said, "Why is it here?" He said, "Touch it." And I can't explain what happened next. I fell onto the sidewalk where we do not sit. I cried thick, salty bulbs. I rolled along the concrete into the grass and felt it touch my face like it was a baby's fingers. And I never thought to compare those two things before. I said, "What is this?" He said, "It's sorrow. It's what happens when you know what's possible." He looked down and had brown hair parted on the side, but slicked back diagonally, and I could make out my own reflection in his shoes. I looked so small there. I saw a bird fly across a cloud and thought how we must be made of the same thing. He smiled again and then put all of his fingers on the tiny parts of the piano like it was me. And this time I didn't have to ask. It was love. Something I needed so badly that I could die.